Hello everyone, Graffiti here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be looking into top 5 Minecraft seeds for 1.16. We are currently in snapshot 20W18A and we're going to be looking into 5 of the best seeds for the nether updates that you guys can use so that you get the best possible stuff and stuff like that. Basically, as you can see, we are in this wonderful nether update and boy oh boy are we excited, aren't we? Yeah, I mean my hair even matches the texture. But anyways, with that being said, if you guys do want to see more of these, then do leave a like and that'll let me know that you guys enjoy this kind of content. But yeah, with that being said, let's get on and jump straight into number 5. Alright guys, seed number 5, and this is where you spawn right here, and you are surrounded by 3 different biomes. So you have a forest right here which is very tiny, along with a plains biome right here, and then you have this wonderful desert as well as a savanna. Now you also have an ocean, a warm ocean right there, so you can get some tropical fish. But the highlight of this seed is of course the nether aspect of it, and for that we have a ruined nether portal right here. As you can see, the loot is, oh, of course, decent. It's not exactly the best loot, but you get a flint and steel, a golden apple, and a fortune 2 golden pickaxe, which is not actually bad. It can help you get more diamonds when you're first mining, at least. But if we go ahead and head over to the nether, that's where the interesting thing is, because this is of course a nether update. Okay guys, so spawning into the nether, the first thing you'll see is probably the basalt delta, and it's a wonderful place. So if you guys actually want basalt or blackstone, you can get plenty of that right there. But the highlight of this seed is obviously not the basalt, and if we head over this way, you can see there's more basalt, but we're not going towards that. We have a nether fortress somewhere in this entire lava lake over here, and also a piglin bastion, which is actually quite massive. As you can see, it is, I think, the housing unit. I am pretty sure this is the housing unit, and there are plenty of loot right here. I mean, like, look at this. We have a chest with diamond armor, a protection for diamond armor, that too, and that's quite good. That's very, very good. Now if we head over straight over from the bastion, we can arrive at a crimson forest, which is also pretty cool. But the nether fortress is actually quite close to that, so if you guys actually want to get yourself some loot and some wither skeleton skulls, you can do so from here. But that's it for number 5. That's why this seed is at number 5. It requires you to cross a lava ocean, and that is quite difficult without striders, and that's because this is where you'll be spawning, or somewhere over here, and crossing this ocean you need striders, and hopefully you're not attacked by gas while you do that, and that's why this seed is of course number 5. Time to go for number 4. Okay guys, so number 4 is another interesting world. You spawn right here in the middle of this forest. I've made a portal right now, and you are surrounded by mountains. In the distance you have a taiga biome right there, and that's pretty much about it. You have more taiga right there, so it's plenty of taiga biomes. But if we head over to the nether, which is of course the highlight of the seeds, you can see that we spawn right next to the gold right here, and this is absolutely wonderful. Alright guys, so coming out of the nether portal, you can see that there's actually a basalt delta right here, and it is a quite cool place, but that's not the highlight of the seed. If we head over this way, we can see that there is a ruined portal. Now if I could just find it, there it is, a ruined portal right here for you guys to use. And you can also get crying obsidian, which I think is necessary for the respawning totem. I'm not exactly sure, but again, you have another fortress right in front of you as always, and that's a very good thing. So that's the main highlight of the seed, but we are not done yet, because If we head over this way, you can see that there's actually a crimson forest, which is absolutely wonderful for you guys to use to get some crimson, well, crimson nether warts and stuff like that. You can also hunt hoglins as well. Alright guys, so if we head on back to the nether portal right here and head over this way to cross this lava ocean, you can see that there is more basalt deltas and one more ruined portal which has again this loot, which is a protection for gold helmets. That is quite useful when it comes to piglins. And then you have another nether fortress which is absolutely useful, but that's going to round up this seed because it is after all quite a pain, and that's why I've kept it at number 4. Yeah, on to number 3 then. Alright guys, on to number 3, and we spawn in a taiga swamp bio, which is kind of weird, but we spawned there. And there's also a forest in this direction and a plains in that direction, but we're not going to go there. Instead, we are going to go and explore the nether, because that is of course where the highlight is. So building the nether portal, that is the first step, and once we do that, we are ready to go and explore the nether, which has more awesome stuff. But as you can see, this place looks pretty plain. And heading over this way, we have a nether fortress that is actually in the middle of a soul sand valley. Now this is quite dangerous, and for people who are quite into challenges, then this is the perfect spot. If anything, then this nether fortress, as you can see, is actually massive. But that's not all. If you head over this way, you can see that there is a hello there. There is a very nice little crimson forest as well, and that is why this seed is absolutely wonderful. It has everything that you would need from the nether except for the warped forest. But other than that, I think that this is a very cool seed to actually play in. But yeah, that's going to be it for this seed. Let's head on to seed number 2. Alright guys, seed number 2, you spawn right here in the plains, and you can see that this is quite a very nice place to start building. Plenty of trees to cut down, but that's not all. If we head over this way, you can see that there's a desert, and if we head over that way, you can see there's a savanna, and if we go over here, more desert, more savanna, everything of that sort. But the highlight is this village. You can pretty much get your starter resources right here, and that's not all. What I found hidden over here is actually a ruined nether portal. To get this, all you need to do is just clear out this area. Of course, there's crying obsidian down there as well, and it's actually a decently large nether portal, and the loot here is also pretty decent. You can get unbreaking to a gold armor and stuff like that. So if you are planning on going into the nether to beat some piglins, you can do that as well. Of course, that's not all. Okay guys, once you spawn in the nether, you will probably end up in this particular spot, and that's why the seed is actually number 2. It's a very good seed, don't get me wrong, but you spawn in the worst possible spot, which is a tunnel. But if you head over this way, you can see that there is a way to get out, and once you get out, you can see that this is quite plain. But the good news is there is a basalt delta right there. But that's not all. This is just the beginning. If we keep heading over this way, there is a piglin bastion right there, and I don't remember which one this is, but I think this is a hoglin stable. So the loot here is quite okay. It's not the best loot, obviously, but a piglin bastion is worth exploring at all times. And if we keep exploring this place, we will end up here with a mixed area that is, well, that is quite different from every other particular nether seed that you've ever seen. This is probably the smallest soul sand valley that you'll ever see in Minecraft, and that's quite unique, if anything. It's right next to a basalt delta, so you can get basalt and stuff like that, but you have to be careful of the ghast that spawn here, and you have to travel across a massive lava ocean in order to actually get here. That is why this seed is number 2. But of course, there's a bigger soul sand valley and a bigger, you know, bigger Crimson Forest if you head straight from the portal, which is back there, around I don't know, 400 blocks. But this is a wonderful place to actually get some netherwort blocks at least, and that's quite cool as well. But that's going to be it for this seed. And with that being said, let's go on to the final seed. And finally, seed number 1. This seed is wonderful because you literally spawn right next to a shipwreck, which is quite uncommon now because of the latest update. They've nerfed the amount of shipwrecks that you get, but this one does have a buried treasure map, so you are going to be getting a Heart of the Sea right at spawn, which is absolutely wonderful. You can see that this has a wonderful biome around this entire area, but that's not what we're going to be exploring. Of course, we are going to head into the nether. Now, if you guys do want to, check this out, then of course you can do so because the seed will be in the description. But let's go ahead and head into the nether. You spawn in front of a nether fortress, like right in front of it with a big drop, so you have to be careful, but I've kept this seed number 1 for a reason. You are surrounded by a very nice Crimson Forest. Near that is a Piglin Bastion, and this is the best bastion. If you can't already tell, it is the bridge, and it is on the border of a Soul Sand Valley biome. But that means you have to be very, very careful. But the loot that you get here is absolutely wonderful. You can see that you get decent armor and stuff like that, crying obsidian, things like that. But the main thing is that you spawn in a particularly good spot, and that's all I can say. There's also more loot over here, which is chains, banner patterns, and all that good stuff. You also get Soul Speed 3 boots, which is not exactly the best, but it works. And you can also see that there is a bunch of gold right here, so you have to be careful, but if you can get that, then that's good for you. But that is actually going to be it for this seed. I think there isn't anything more. Now, the nether fortress that you see in front of me is actually the same one that we found at the beginning, but as you can see, it's quite massive. So if you guys actually want to head over and explore this, then this is probably the best seed because it is absolutely wonderful, and I think you can get decent loot from that Piglin Bastion right here. I mean, look at this. It looks absolutely wonderfully dangerous. But hey, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you really loved it, make sure to subscribe. But thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been me, Graffiti. I'm out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Here's the outro, and I hope you all have a safe and fantastic rest of your day. See ya!